Awesome. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's Live at 5. Wednesdays are definitely my favorite day of the week, knowing that we get to come here, hang out, answer your questions, and explore a new area of student life at Carleton. And I'm really excited for this week because we really get to kind of talk about what comes next in this process. Hopefully you've been having conversations with our team and our university throughout this time frame about how to prepare, what do things look like, your application, but now we're really starting to think about what your university experience can include. How do you prepare for university life and what comes next? And I'm super excited that we'll explore a number of those topics here tonight. My name is Caitlin Anderson. I'm the National Recruitment Officer here at Carleton. I did my undergraduate degree at Carleton. I have a Bachelor of Arts Honors in Sociology with a minor in French. And the office that we're going to be chatting with tonight, the Student Experience Office, played a big role in my university experience. Getting involved in programming, connecting with other students, and finding resources was a great way to build on the university experience outside of the classroom. And I'm super excited to chat more about what that looks like. Before we jump into things tonight, though, I always like to make space at the start of these sessions to acknowledge the location of Carleton's campus. So Carleton, we're located in Ottawa, Ontario. Hopefully you know that already. But we're also located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Algonquin Nation. And this isn't just something that we say, this is something that's really important to us at the university. It's important to me as a staff member to take a moment to recognize the privilege that it is to get to work, to have gotten to learn on this land, and really to the privilege that it is for our institution to be located here. We've got a lot of work to do. And it's something that our students and our staff and our faculty participate in on a daily basis to help make sure that we're bringing Indigenous ways of knowing and Indigenous opportunities to the classroom and to the university. And if that's something that's interesting to you, we had a session a couple of weeks ago about the Carleton community, and I really encourage you to check it out on our YouTube or the Talking Raven podcast, or take a look at carleton.ca/Indigenous to see all that's happening here at Carleton. And that's a great way to start us. But what's even better than that, and what's going to be even more exciting for you here tonight, is hearing more about what is to come as you prepare for your first year. So I'm excited to hand things over to Matt here from the Student Experience Office, and he's going to chat a little bit more about what is to come. What are some of the programs that they make available, and what does that look like? So you'll see our screen update here in just a second with some more information about the programs that they run, and then we'll jump right into things with Matt. And I think this is going to be really exciting. I encourage you to ask your questions if you have them in the Q&A, to take note of some of the links and resources that we have to share, and really to continue to connect with opportunities that are available. So with that, I'll send things over to you, Matt. I'll let you share all of the exciting slides and videos we've got coming up, and then I'll let you go right ahead.
Perfect. Thank you, Caitlin. How was that transition? I don't know how the slideshow's showing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Perfect. As Caitlin said, my name is Matt. I work with the Student Experience Office. It's my pleasure to be here today, meeting with so many future Ravens. Look forward to seeing you in person on campus. And certainly when you do start your careers here, please stop by our office at 430 Torrey Building. I'm sure you'll find that on the websites later, but 430 Torrey Building, we're just located right outside the quad. A great place where during the summer and spring, you can hang out, have a coffee, throw a Frisbee back and forth, maybe a football, catch up with some friends. Very beautiful area on campus, as campuses in general. I work with Student Experience Office. We look after transitional support programs, and I'm going to spend some time today going through some of the high-level ones, and I'll also be available for any questions that any of you incoming students will have. So as mentioned, transition programs is one of our main areas that we focus on here at Carleton in the Student Experience Office. First one would be CU 1001, your start to student life. I'll talk about it in a bit, but first I want to share this student created video.
Hey Ravens, welcome to CU 1001, your start to life at Carleton. My name is Lydia, and these are my friends.
My name is Veronica, and
my name is Dan.
And together, we're going to lead you through a series of adventures that all lead to personal and academic success. Follow along with Dan, Lydia, and Veronica through a series of adventures that all lead to a final destination. Climb the pillars, learn the ways of a raven, meet future peers, earn badges and pass tests to achieve academic and personal success. Got all that? Let's begin.
So CU 1001, your start to student life here at Carleton. It really is your start. It takes place throughout the summer, leading into your exciting first few days here in the fall. So this year it's broken into two components. The virtual program, which was established 2 years ago, and as you saw Lydia on the screen, led last year. This is our opportunity for students to participate in some online learning. We are very much focused on making it as interactive as possible. You would have saw throughout the commercial some interactive chats that take place throughout it. So these are built on Brightspace, which is Carleton's online learning system, and it focuses on the 5 success pillars of Carleton. It's asynchronous, so again, you can take it throughout the summer at your own pace, but we do have these live Raven Talk sessions where you're able to connect with student leaders, ask them peer-to-peer questions, certainly get that real authentic feedback of what it's like for a student to be here at Carleton as opposed to talking to an old person like myself. The course opens in June and it's going to run throughout the summer, wraps up in September. Now, as part of CU 1001, we're excited to introduce Experience Days. We're going to be having back on campus these campus tours and presentations, again, led by our student leaders. This will be exclusive for our CU 1001 registrants. It's meant to build off of the great ideas or the great information you're going to receive through the virtual program. So again, the plan is that you'll take some of the modules online, you'll see the students in the videos, and the same students from the videos will be here on campus leading these tours, answering your questions in person. That's going to be taking place throughout July and August on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Fall orientation, one of the most exciting times of the year. Some of you may know it as Frosh Week. So it's a week-long activities of transitional support, but programs where you're able to really meet other first-year students and be guided through Carleton by, I would say, 300 to 400 upper-year student volunteers that we have helping out throughout the week. The program is broken up into 4 different quadrants. We have NFROSH, which is for the engineering students, SPROSH, which is for the Sprott School of Business, SciFROSH for the science students, and centralized orientation, which is open to everyone. Again, we typically see around 3,000 students participating in all this. There's an academic orientation day that's put on by the faculties, where again, you'll get together with all your other faculty students, and the department heads are going to be there, talking a bit about the supports that they have, what you can expect as a first-year students through each specific faculty. And Expo Carleton, which I'm sure there's lots of questions about from the students. This is when the different clubs and societies are putting on their trade show. So if you love playing backgammon, there's probably a backgammon group for you. If you love swimming, there's a swim club for you. All these different clubs and societies that is put on by Carleton's University Student Association. They get together this day, they set up booths. They're there to answer your questions, give you as much as information, and so you can really find the group and the activity that you want to be involved with. So again, fall orientation takes place the first week of September. Typically, there's a concert to wrap up the week of activities. There's lots of interactive games. I know NTROSH participants typically go whitewater rafting. So there's a lot of different activities where you can really meet your community. As a shy guy myself, I know that didn't know what I was expecting when I was learning about these fall orientation, but really you get here and you're in the same boat as everyone else. It's all first year students who are all looking to connect, meet new friends, learn about Carleton, and it's a fun and exciting way to do so. Our Student Experience Office also offers a mentorship programs. First one I'll talk about is the First Year Connections, FYC. Again, we love our acronyms here at Carleton, so FYC. This is a program that takes place over the first 6 weeks of the school year. What we do is we train and we pair up upper year students so they can be assigned to a first year student and set up meetings throughout those 6 weeks. I believe it's 1 meeting a week, and then obviously available for any other consultations that's required. It's really a great opportunity to navigate what is expected. How do I find these different areas of class? What's good, what's bad about Carleton, or what's good or what's bad about different areas of campus. These First Year Connection mentors are really there to help guide you through things at a peer-to-peer level. Again, trying to get some information from the student level so you won't necessarily be looking for feedback from an old guy like myself. The Community Connections, again, it's like First Year Connections, only extends throughout the school year, and really there's a bit more academic support that's built into that. One of the main points at the bottom here is discuss challenges, highlights, goals, and areas of growth with these trained peer mentors. So again, we pride ourselves in working with upper year students to help them give back to Carleton. As you'll see, if you have fall orientation or if you're participating through CU 1001, we're very fortunate that the students that attend school here at Carleton are very passionate about the school, and they're very passionate about giving back to the community. We all want to see each other succeed, just like someone before me helped me, and I've helped people after me. These students are the same way. They're very much, they would have been in your boats. They would have been here arriving to school and not knowing what to do, but they're able to find their community. They're able to find their friends. They're able to find their club, and they've really enjoyed it. And now they want to give back. So one of the ways that we do that, again, is through Community Connections or First Year Connections, which was pointed out on the slide previous. We also try to invest in our students by providing them leadership opportunities. As mentioned on the video earlier, a student produced, a lot of our programs with the peer mentors and everything, we really take students and give them the opportunities to work and improve their skills and work with other students. We put on this annual conference. It's called the Student Leadership Conference, SOAR. So SOAR is a yearly conference. We have a keynote speaker that's brought in, and then we have mini sessions that are put on by expert speakers, student leaders, and panelists. So some of the keynote speakers we've had in the past, last year we had Andre DeGrasse, we've had Martin Luther King III, and pre-pandemic we had Tessa Virtue here, providing some great reflections on what it's like to be a leader. Again, students can attend these events, and then we encourage them to go to the other ones, the expert speakers or the student leader ones, where they're meeting they're watching other presentations put on by students themselves who are upper year that can really speak to how they took whatever they learned in the classroom and applied it in the field, and where they're going with those skills. There's some images of Andre DeGrasse from last year's virtual session. Person on the right, the moderator, again, is Becca Watson, who did a great job with the Student Experience Office. We're very proud of the fact that we're able to get lots of motivated, great students who have great skills, far better skills than I possibly have, and they're able to put on these conferences or put these videos together or meet with other students to really make them feel welcome. So when you do come to Carleton, I encourage you again to check us out here at Torrey Building. We'll find some kind of role or some kind of engagement that you can get involved with, so you can really try something out. We're more than confident to give you the opportunity and empower you to run with stuff. So SOAR is a great example of that. Another one is our Campus Activity Board, and this is very much sold as programs by students for students. And it is put together by our CAB Executive Board. All students that run that. We have 5 executive board members that are responsible for building out and executing programs. Some of the big programs is Epic Bingo. You'll see 100 to 200 students all piled into the large cafeteria area where we're playing bingo, giving away large prizes like TV screens, or we're going to give away not laptops, but different items to connect to your laptops. Lots of great prizing. We have Bob Ross paint nights where students get together. We supply the paint supplies, we supply the canvas. We put on a large screen, famous Bob Ross, and we all get together and do the best we can to keep up and create our masterpiece. Yoga sessions, Raven Zone. We have video games that we set up in the atrium where we set up all the flat screens with the PlayStations, the Nintendos, the Xboxes. And the students are able to show up and play the video games and have a little competition. So a lot of opportunities to have fun outside the classroom and meet other students, build that community. And again, the big thing, as I said at the beginning, it's student programming led by students. So it's really exciting. Speaking of which, I'm going to share Raven Zone. This is a trailer for Raven Zone. This was put together by Jamie, one of our great student supports. Again, I'm always amazed at what Jamie and other students are able to put together. So that was put together, in the middle of the pandemic when we were really doing some virtual programming like Raven Zone, where it was these drop-in sessions where students could get together, whether they want to sit down and just chat, whether they want to do some Kahoot games, whether they want to do some Scribios or some other virtual gaming that, quite frankly, I'm not sure how all the virtual games are, but I know it was a big hit with the students. Further on the CAB program, we have Jeopardy nights, Plant Guru, where we had little plants provided, and we were providing some some direction on how to nurture them and care for them and look after them. An amazing race. Again, lots of programming that students come up with, and we really help them run with. So, as you're an entry-level student, second year, third year, if you have a great idea, please come forward, and we'd love to work with you so you can host Jeopardy night, or you can host the next amazing race, or Plant Guru, or whatever game you think is going to be fun. We're here to support that. CU Spirit Day. All right, so this is something that our office is passionate about. It's big with the students, it's big with the staff, it's big with parents. CU Spirit Day is our great Carleton Ravens sweaters. So the concept is we want to make sure students are showing their spirit throughout the year. It's an annual program where every year we introduce a new sweater or a new item that students can wear. And as you wear them on Fridays, which is Spirit Days, you're able to you're eligible for some perks as listed below. We have discounts at various campus partners, including Roosters, where you'll get your coffee fixes, you'll get your bagel wenches, you'll get your great food. Oliver's, Athletics. You wear the gear on the Friday, and you'll get set up with some sweet discounts. In person, we'll be doing some random giveaways to students on Fridays as they're wearing that sweater. So I know we're all cost conscious, so not everyone wants to go out and buy $200 new Sean John sweater. Actually, I don't know what the hot brands are nowadays, but no one wants to spend $200 on a sweater. So these sweaters are $20 a piece, $20 plus taxes. The most affordable sweater on campus. I'd argue it's the most affordable sweater in Ottawa. Definitely some fresh gear. And again, every year it's a new item that comes out. And with that, I'm going to share a commercial that kind of got us hyped for the new sweater that came out just this past academic year. And again, with everything we do, this commercial, it was scripted, it was acted, it was shot, it was produced, it was all put together by some of our great student staff.
do?
All right, so the last point that I'm going to be discussing is community engaged learning. So far we've talked about, you're arriving to school, you're meeting your community, you're meeting other first year students, upper year students are there to support you, welcome you to Carleton. The second item that we talked about was leadership opportunities. We're able to go to leadership conferences, see other upper year students as they're giving back and being a great leader here on campus. We also talked about the mentorship program where the supports are there, where students are going to be guiding you through the process, helping you make sure that you're getting the best out of yourself, and then being excited to be here. So this last one I'm talking about is community engaged learning. So how are you going to bring some of the stuff back out to the community, and then through that process of giving back out and really being there, and you're also going to learn and help yourself grow. So we do that through 3 different programs I'm going to quickly highlight. So the first one is Community Partnership Project. So this is it's more of a longer program. You meet a community partner. Let's call it a coffee shop, and that coffee shop says, "Hey, we really want someone that is able to work with us on a social media program for our coffee shop." So they will work with that coffee shop throughout the term to develop something and really put their expertise at play, and then typically it's a charitable organization where they're giving back. So it's not just a Starbucks coffee shop, but it would be more of a local barista coffee shop, and there's going to be some charitable aspect to it. Campus to community, again, it's a volunteer service. So whether that's working with the Ottawa Food Bank or with the soup kitchen, being there and really meeting other students, but other people in the community who are giving back and trying to nurture that importance of being there. And the last one, alternative spring break. This is when students will sign up for a program where during the spring break in February, they will not be going to Miami or to Florida for Party City, but they'll actually be going to these other areas, a little less kind of impoverished areas. I'm not sure the exact right word, but they're going to be giving back. So we partner them with these, let's call it Habitat to Humanity programs, where they're taking place in kind of third world countries, and they're going to be there for a week, and they're living amongst the community there and doing whatever they need or whatever they can to kind of give back. So whether that's building a school or whether that's helping with their water system, again, learning about what goes on in that community that's not here in Ottawa, and really dedicating that that week where a lot of us kick back and relax. The students who sign up for alternative spring break are going away and really giving back in a meaningful way for a full week's worth of activity. Leading to that, up to that, obviously there's lots of training. We don't just put you on a flight and send you down. You'll be meeting with people and training. We have resources here to walk you through and get you prepared. But those are some of the programs where you can really give back through our office. So that wraps up the 4 kind of quadrants of what we do at the Student Experience Office. It's tough talking. Hopefully, I'm not just sounding like an old man with yelling at the clouds here, but thank you very much for being here. And again, all our office operates on the socials. SL Ravens stands for Student Life Ravens or Ravens Student Life. Please follow us on the Twitter, the Instagram, and the old Facebook. Really appreciate the time, and I'm going to stop sharing screen. And if there are questions, I'm here.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. It's great to have you here. It's great to learn more about what's happening in the SEO, and it's always great for students to start to think about what comes next in your transition. There's so much that can happen. There's so much that you can take part in, and really it's a matter of what is interesting to you. What do you want to be involved with, and how can we help support you along that path? And I think what Matt has done here this afternoon, this evening, is really kind of give you a glimpse into all of the different ways that you can participate over your degree. It starts with transitioning from high school or where you are right now to Carleton with programs like CU 1001. And then it continues into your first year with things like first year connections, but it can continue throughout your whole degree. There's so many ways to give back, continue to grow, and really continue to engage in opportunities at the university. You can get so much from being in the classroom, and your academics will be a big piece of your university degree, but another big piece of your university degree is what you do outside of the classroom. So I know we've shared a number of different links today to the programs that Matt has been chatting about, and to additional information. You can also go to carleton.ca/SEO and see an overview of all of these different programs, take a look through them, figure out what is relevant to you, what is interesting to you, and what do you want to get involved with. There'll be lots of additional information to help you prepare for your first year. This is really just kind of the kickoff. You'll hear more from us. With next steps, you'll hear more from the SEO throughout the spring and summer with how to prepare, but know that at Carleton, one of our big focuses is working towards your success and helping make sure that you find the connections that you need and you get the transition support that you're looking for. If you have questions on different initiatives, different things happening, or just in general, we'll keep our Q&A live for a couple more minutes so you have a chance to ask those. If you're looking to engage with us in other ways, again, social media is a big one if you're looking for information. So at SL Ravens to connect with the Student Experience Office and Student Life, at Carleton_Future to connect with resources for future Ravens on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Or you can always reach out to our office if you have questions on admissions, on preparing, on what comes next. You can reach us at admissions@carleton.ca. So as I said when I started this, preparing for your first year is a big step, right? This transition is new, but the Student Experience Office plays a big role in finding opportunities for you to feel confident as you take those next steps. But if I can say anything to kind of wrap us up here today, it's that we are here to help, and all that you need to do is let us know that you're looking for help. Ask questions, try to get connected, and we will be here to help support you. So if you have questions, we'll keep the Q&A open until about 5:30. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us here this evening, and we wish you all the best, and we hope to see you at CU in the fall.